So we have 22 draft beers in our system. In order to maintain that, we need everything to be mobile and we need to utilize height. So the way the system works is each keg is assigned a number. On these black boxes are the line number that corresponds to the line up top. We have one keg per line that splits, and right here it splits onto both sides of the bar. So we only have to stock up if the Mich Ultra is kicked, it's one keg of Mich Ultra that goes to both sides, not individual. The exception is we have two lines that are just singles. We have one nitro line and one regular line that we split off that's only on one side of the bar to give us, from our 20, we expanded to 22 lines. So, on your BarTrack app, and on it could be a sheet of paper depending, but on your BarTrack app it says what beer is going next in the queue on that line. So for example, if I were to check the BarTrack app, Jack's Abbey Copper Legend is here. This is probably another Jack's Abbey. This could be, let's say Jack's Abbey Oktoberfest below it. So we have that ready to go, same principle, cold on a dolly, so it's mobile, on a keg stacker, so it's safe, and ready to go so we can make a quick change. So if we're moving things around, we need to get the kegs back there. Everything is on wheels, even backup kegs that may be living here is on wheels, so it's all mobile and available for us to move. If I'm changing the tap, I could kill the CO2 on that line if I want to. Our current usage is we take a rag, pour it around, you push slightly down and out and lift up, and that disengages the coupler, the line from the ball bearing inside, and then you would twist this off gently, pull it out, and that's where we keep this around. If there's any overpressure, you're not getting a beer shower. If I do that, let's pretend that I had taken that keg off. The keg would be empty. I can immediately go right into the other keg. I would take this keg, the empty keg, stack it nice and neatly on that line of empty kegs. I would take this stacking ring off. Very important to take the ring off so we have enough of them and we don't have ones like that are just stuck there until that keg's gone. Then I would immediately take this tap and I would tap this one after making sure I do the computer steps to do it. So this is now would be Jack's Abbey Post Shift. I would check, make sure that I have it updated in the point of sale, the BarTrack app, Untapped, beer menus, and I would grab tap handles downstairs if need be. So this would live on here, and then we have this mobile, this is outside. At the end of the shift, we're going to need to put a backup of this one to make sure that we don't have overstock in there and we have another one ready to go in the insane circumstance where the keg kicks in the same day. So we're going to show you that next. All right, for the sake of demonstration, we're going to pretend that below this Stella Artois, Kim wanted us to have this Weldworks that just came in. So the steps I have to do is I have to put this on a keg dolly. I have to roll the keg dolly over here. I have to lift this keg that's already tapped. I have to add a keg stacker, and then I have to place the keg on top. So because everything's on wheels, I can clear a space for myself, give me some working room. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to grab an extra dolly, which we keep in the cooler under the shelves. I'm going to grab a dolly, and I'm going to show you the way to do this with our keg lift to make sure that we're being safe. This guy right here is our keg lift. It has a hook. It hooks onto the handle, and you can just simply clamp the lift up to get your beer where you need to go. So go a little too high, we're going to go a little lower, we're going to go a little lower. Now I'm just going to really with one hand lift this up. Now I can move this keg around without sliding, dragging, hurting my back, lifting over a certain way. I'm going to move the keg dolly in place. And now all I have to do is rotate the other direction, little resistance, and then it goes. And yeah, touchdown. Back off a little more, I can pull this out. This guy is now on this. So, now, I've rolled the one we just put on wheels in there, and now I can move this keg dolly inside. I can lift this keg up. Before I do that, I'm going to grab a new stacker. Like that. There's a little lip for stopping when you're pushing it in. You want that away from where you're going to be going. I can roll this guy out. I can move this dolly, put it under the shelving, but they're a little dirty, so we're going to clean them out. I have enough line set length where I can move this a little bit. Bring the new keg up. Slide it to where it's got to go, and then I can just drop her down, snaps in place. And just like that, with barely any effort, we've got our keg backed up, ready to go. In a perfect world, and we'll show you this at the end of the video, there's no flaps, everything is stocked up, clean over on this side. We have every keg has a backup below it on this side, and we have basically 2 kegs that live over there because we can't fit the full 11 wide on this area. That gives us plenty of room in the middle to navigate the keg cooler. That gives us plenty of space to move around. And then at the end of your shift, no matter what, bartender, bar back, we're sweeping this room, mopping if need be. We're taking all the towels we've used throughout the day to change beers. We're sweeping this whole area, making sure these little tops are gone, garbage like that is gone, and anything in here, any other trash in here is gone. So this area is clean, organized. Any kegs that are delivered are stacked up neatly in this area and a little bit around here, so we have a good flow moving in and out. We're not doing obstacle course. These cases are put away, and we're basically set up for the next shift. That's the whole idea, is we want to make sure that we're set for the next shift. All this cardboard is brought up, put upstairs, put into the garbage, and taken away. That's it.